First heard about it from Michael Elder.
Okay.
I think he's been on the show a couple of times, and then he sent me out a blog which showed the issue at hand. And at first, I was, a little bit concerned about, people rushing to judgment on the issue.
Right.
And then after I took some time to look over it, I said, okay, Ms. Hodge, I think you actually overstepped your boundaries on this one.
What did she do wrong?
Well, for one, I got a daughter, and I would never tolerate anybody talking to my daughter in that type of fashion. This is not about race or anything. This is about how you actually talk to children in our area, plain and simple. And even if my mother was there, me being young, I actually looked up to her. She'll definitely go to bat and definitely have an issue with what happened at that meeting.
But I watched it, and I could see when Ms. Hodge pointed it out. Now, I might not have noticed it if she didn't point it out. But when she pointed it out, I kind of understood a little bit where she was coming from. It's like the little black person's ignorant.
Well, number one, if the kid's motive or intent was to be racist in regards to the issue, and then you have a valid point.
But most people don't think that was the intent. But
yes,
but it was how it came across.
Well, how it came across, some say it could have been better worded, or it could have been done in a more sensitive, manner. But at the same time frame, I still go off the fact these are kids, they're learning, they are growing, they are going to make mistakes.
Okay.
But in this situation, did they make a mistake, or were they just basically trying to put together a project for history purposes without no regard to racial background or stereotypes?
All right, now I've been criticized here recently on last Friday or last Thursday. There was some local chaplains, local preachers that got together. They were all African American.
Okay.
And I challenged it, said, no, wait a minute, if this is about us becoming a more diverse community, I think all 12 or 13 of the folks that were up there were African American.
Well, I think everybody has a right to their opinion. You have a right to, say what you want and how you feel on the issue.
Right.
To me, the issue is this should not have been said to those children, period.
Right.
Plain and simple. I'm not going to stand up on, a podium and go ahead and agree to something that I know is wrong.
Right.
Plain and simple.
But I guess what I'm trying to point to you is that sometimes when I see the African American community get together, they don't work on diversity.
Well,
if you go, a lot of African American churches, you just don't see them saying everybody's welcome.
Well, you know what? That's because of what a lot of people have been through during the 60s on up.
Okay.
We even deal with it today, being stereotyped or treated differently based off of race. A lot of people from, I guess, other races want to say, well, we want to throw out the race card or whatever, but there's a lot of things that are happening now in this community that people have a right to be mad about, plain and simple, because for one, they are the ones being treated differently because of their race. Now, this issue that we're talking about with the quilt has nothing to do with race.
Well, but it definitely has become what I think is an eye-opening experience for the whole community. I think we've all learned a little bit from it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's over with. I understand that there's folks that are gearing up to go to next Tuesday City Council meeting in Martinsville. I've even heard that there's 150 anti-Sharon Hodge T-shirts being made. How do you feel about that?
Well, I believe people can make as many shirts as they want.